We're going to switch it up for a video on the channel today. We're going to talk a little marathon, and we're going to talk some Bungie, because Bungie is at it again with the drama, the nonsense, the straight up plagiarism, man. Like, here's a list recently. This is what they've been into just in the last few years. 2021, Destiny 2 The Witch Queen used fan art of Xivu Arath in trailer without credit. After everybody noticed, they credited the artist. In 2023, Destiny 2 cutscene used near identical fan art in the cutscene. They apologized and apparently compensated the artist. And I remember seeing some articles on this. It was like a year later and that artist still had not been compensated. 2024, Destiny 2 Ace of Spades Nerf gun. Copy designed for Nerf replica, identical patterns. Apparently they were in contact to compensate and give credit. And in 2025, we have this Marathon. Now, Marathon is a game that I haven't talked about on this channel yet, other than a community post. I don't necessarily think the game looks good. Like, cool for everybody who likes it. If you got a chance to play it and you actually like the game, that's awesome. That's dope for you. I hope you get everything you want in that game. I personally don't think it looks very good. It's not very appealing to me. But there's a little bit of resentment there because Destiny has been on the back burner because of this game. There's no disputing that. If you're disputing that, you're a super fanboy already in denial, and the game hasn't even launched yet. Like, you know, Bungie, they had something with Destiny, man. They really did. Like, Destiny 1 is one of, if not my favorite game of all time. It's right up there with the OG classic Call of Duties. It's right up there with Borderlands 2, The Last of Us Part 1, GoldenEye 007, Metal Gear Solid. Like, the list just goes on and on. It's right up there for me. This game, it was just not even so much it was just a fun game to play. Like, this game also means a lot more to me because, as weird as this sounds, and I always laugh at people like Wings when he talks about how Fallout 4 saved his life and stuff, but saving his life because of the choices that he makes and all that, right? That's why I kind of like, it's funny to me to hear him talk like that. But Destiny 1, it got me through probably the most toughest time of my life, like where I lost somebody very close to me. They passed away. I was dealing with a few other things that were just enough on their own, and it was like everything all at once. And I had this game, and I would hop on with the homies, just having a blast, doing raids, the whole nine. And it kept my mind off of everything. Like, I know for a fact, if I didn't have this game at that point in my life, I might not be here today, dead ass. Like, I would have definitely gone out and done something real stupid, and I probably wouldn't be around today. That's how difficult that time of my life was. And that game, Destiny 1, really helped with that. So it's like, I don't have hatred towards Bungie. Like, definitely not like Activision, man. Like, I can't stand Activision for a lot of things they've done. Too many to count at this point. Bungie is just more disappointment, right? Like, you know, when you were a kid growing up and you did something crazy, you did something wild, and your parents found out about it and they confront you, and it's like, they look at you and they tell you, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. It would make it so much worse, right? Like, at that point, you were wishing they were only just mad. It was like the disappointment, it made it sting so much more, man. You were even more worried about it. And that's where I am with Bungie, and they keep doing this nonsense going further. When they had a gem with Destiny, they could have built off that, and Destiny could be the greatest game on the planet if they wanted it to be. We got this post from Anti-Real. Now, she's the artist involved in this. I was under the impression she was an ex-Bungie employee, but it turns out that's not the case. The Marathon Alpha released recently, and its environments are covered with assets lifted from poster designs she made in 2017, and she puts up a couple of pictures just showing up. They straight up jacked her work, copied her shit. Bungie is, of course, not obligated to hire her when making a game that draws overwhelmingly from the same design language she has refined for the last decade. But clearly her work was good enough to pillage for ideas and plaster all over their game without pay or attribution. Anti-Real adds, I don't have the resources nor the energy to spare to pursue this legally, but I have lost count of the number of times a major company has deemed it easier to pay a designer to imitate or steal her work than to write her an email. In 10 years, she has never made a consistent income from this work, and she's tired of designers from huge companies mood boarding her designs while she struggles to make a living. That's some real shit, man. We're all out here. We all got families to feed. We got bills to pay. I definitely hear you on that. Now, the Marathon dev team actually responds to this. Let's see what they have to say. We immediately investigated a concern regarding unauthorized use of artist decals in Marathon and confirmed that a former Bungie artist included these in a texture sheet that was ultimately used in-game. The issue was unknown by our existing art team, and we are still reviewing how this oversight occurred. We take matters like this very seriously. We have reached out to Anti-Real to discuss this issue and are committed to do right by the artist. As a matter of policy, we do not use the work of artists without their permission. We already know that that's a lie. All right, I showed you guys at the beginning of the video. We already know this is a lie. To prevent similar issues in the future, we are conducting a thorough review of our in-game assets, specifically those done by former Bungie artists, and implementing stricter checks to document all artist contributions. We value the creativity and dedication of all artists who contribute to our games, and we are committed to doing right by them. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. There's just what I'm seeing here from Bungie, whoever this admin is. I'm seeing like no real accountability. They're just brushing it. They're pushing it off. Like, we've seen this with Bungie before, and it's gone downhill with Destiny 2. Like, Destiny 2 could have been a great game, and that game has just been bleeding out, man. Like, they left that game to dry, and a lot of decisions and things that they're doing, and now they're just straight up lying here in their quote-unquote apology. They're just straight up, flat out lying to everybody, and they expect you to just be cool with it. From what I'm looking at right here, Bungie, this game Marathon, this shit looks cooked. Like, this is wild. Don't forget about all that nonsense we heard about the Red War campaign and the Curse of Osiris campaign. Like, they were stealing shit for those campaigns too, like something about the narrative, or I don't remember the specifics about it, but like, it's just burn after burn after burn with Bungie these last almost 10 years. Like, they're just straight up stealing shit. We see this over there in Call of Duty using AI and everything. They're still charging you above top dollar for everything for these bundles, and they're using AI. And they got an army of fanboy weirdos out here that will defend them for it. Like, I don't know how people can look at this situation and we find out it is the truth. Like, Anti-Real, she went in. She's got the URL. She's showing you straight up that that's her work. They straight up jacked her work. It's irrefutable at this point. Like, I just don't know how you support games like that, how you support developers like that can do stuff like that. You know, they want all this money. They want to make millions and millions, possibly billions off these games, and look at what they're doing. I just don't know how you support that. This is just, like I said, man, this is wild. Like, Bungie is they're in some hot water right now. I don't know how this is going to play out, but that's all I got for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you on that next one.